Big question for Thanksgiving this year, whether or not to fluff the sweet potato casserole. I have fluff stuff in my hand. We're going to learn what it is in a moment. Jennifer Levitz joins us now from Boston to explain what it is. Jennifer, thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Simon.
So I've got this unnaturally white stuff, or a jar of it anyway, in my hand. I'm going to taste it, but what is it?
Fluff is a marshmallow cream, and everybody's had a marshmallow. This is just a spreadable version of a marshmallow, and it just has a few ingredients: Fluff, corn syrup, sugar syrup, vanilla flavoring, and egg whites.
And we're looking at how it's made now on screen. So
okay.
I've just tasted, Jennifer, I've just tasted it. It is remarkably sweet. It's just like uber sweet. Why would you want to put this on potatoes?
Oh, it's really good. It just adds a little sweetness to the potatoes, but it also just kind of gets kind of, it stays fluffy, and it adds this nice little chewiness and creaminess to the sweet potatoes. Now, so you can do this.
So do you use this when you cook sweet potato casserole?
Well, I grew up, we would use marshmallows, mini marshmallows on top. Mm-hmm. And I was never really a fan of it. I've come to like it more, but I really more like I'm in the camp of just not liking a lot of my sweet potatoes, but it's definitely there. Every Thanksgiving, you have to have it, because there's somebody that grew up with it, and they won't think it's Thanksgiving without it.
Doesn't it alarm you that, I mean, the color of this, and this is a see-through, clear jar here, plastic, but the white is so unnaturally white. It's like emulsion paint. I mean, doesn't that worry you when you, I mean, it's just, ooh. Jennifer?
Well, you know, it might, I did go to the Fluff factory here, and I saw it being made, and there isn't anything really strange in it. So the white is, I think the egg whites is what you're seeing, because the sugar and the corn syrup comes out of these faucets in the factory. It almost looks like a Willy Wonka setting. It actually flows out of faucets, and it's clear. And then they mix it with the egg white, and it sure enough, it just becomes this fluffy white mixture.
Now, I'm told that this stuff, I mean, I don't know how we got any, but I'm told it sells out every year, this time of year. Presumably, then, you could make some of your own, then, couldn't you? You could get some eggs and some sugar and start fluffing it up with...
I talked with the company, the son of the founder, they're the grandson, who now helps run the company, and he said you could make it at home, but he said the problem is it might not fluff up as much, and the fluffiness is what makes fluff, of course. And they really have this careful process that where it's beaten is a room where they have big dehumidifiers, because you can't have any moisture in the fluff, and things have to be heated to a certain thing. So I don't know if I would take on this at home.
You would. Now, I understand they've started selling this in the UK. Is that a good idea, do you think?
Well, I talked to Walmart, and they said that it is really doing well. And they said it's interesting. So the main seller here is the original, but apparently the UK is sweet on the strawberry fluff.
Strawberry fluff. Oh, that is interesting. Right. You see that it wouldn't be this like horrible white color. It would be presumably like pink or red or something. Maybe that would work. I'm wondering though, of course, whether Americans are going to start eating Marmite, which is sort of a delicacy in the UK. I suspect not, though. What do you think, Jennifer?
I wonder if they might. I feel like the problem. The Marmite, it has the name. I wonder, is the name a concern? Because when you hear mite, you think a bug.
Well, you might, of course. Now I will, of course. Now you may have ruined my Marmite thing. So what about the fights within families about whether to use this stuff on the sweet potatoes?
Yes, there are arguments about this. I mean, this kind of is one of those annual battles with cranberry sauce, whether you want the one in the shape of the can, with the line still on it, or the homemade. But there is a solution. Some families are making casseroles where you have half fluff and half, maybe plain with a little nuts on it, and so you could make a divided casserole.
And what are you doing? Are you going with the divided, or are you imposing your will on the family?
I think in our family we're going to do 2 casseroles. So maybe one with one plain and one with a little fluff on it. And then I'm also going to make fudge with the fluff. There's a great fudge recipe with marshmallow cream.
Wow.
So, and you get 1 jar, and it technically can last for quite a while, like 14 months.
Well, I think someone's going to have a sugar high tomorrow. Thank you very much. Jennifer Levitz of the Wall Street Journal joining us from Boston. And you can read more on that on WSJ.com.